All right, continuing on what we are talking about, which is the takeaways from the just concluded spectacular showing at the World Cup, which of course we're talking about Spain and some of individuals that have shown some brilliance during the course of this very spectacular hosting. Right, of course, talk about the discipline that's been exhibited, which is quite exceptional. We saw the way they work together as individuals, as a compartment, and together as a team. And of course, they all understood the goal that brought them to the World Cup, and that, of course, they perfected and they deal with that with utmost responsibility. You will not see one person, throwing blames at the other, because they work together as a team and also in synergy. And this also is a lesson for business owners as well, and for organizations, to ensure that all the departments in the business work together as a team towards achieving the goal of the organization. All right? I've always argued this, that where some people feel that the job of revenue growth is only meant exclusively for the sales team. But that's totally wrong, because every part of the business should have that selling or revenue growth orientation. You can see that being displayed among the Spanish team yesterday and all through the competition. Even the striker went back to go and defend, and of course you could see both all going side by side. When they're going all out, they go out all attack, and they go out all defending together as an entity. And that gives them the kind of exceptional success we've seen Spain perform with consistency all through the 7 games they played at the World Cup. Secondly, that aspect is also what I call teamwork. All right, there is no Superman or superhero that want to do anything. Even Lamel that played alongside, you could see he worked and blended with him. Even with his age, I could see a lot of maturity in his play all through the competition as well. All right, even though he has his individual brilliance, you can see he works more towards the success of the team than trying to show off himself as a Superman or superhero. And this is also important in business entity that wants to go far. Like I've always said, if you want to go fast, work as an individual. But if you want to go far in life, work with people, work with a team, and that will keep you far and also sustainably for a longer time. So you could see the teamwork that was displayed there by the Spanish team, working together as an entity, and of course, that made them to go through the hurdles, and of course, they could survive together as an entity without them cracking under pressure. Also, you need to have the right environment. I saw the way that team were being supported home and abroad. All right, and I could see even the coach on his own part, the way he dealt with the team, both in-house and out, both on the field and outside the field. As a matter of fact, the reflection on the psychology of the team is mostly done right behind the camera. All right, the composure and the steadiness of the team on the pitch of play is a whole lot, in line with what was done before the camera is on. So I must give kudos to the back end team, which of course they have really done so much work in ensuring that the cultural environment, the psychology of the team is well hyped enough that when they got into the field of play, they worked and they did all that is expected of them 100%. And this also is important for every business. Don't make your business environment toxic. All right, don't make the work culture toxic. All right, let it not be anti-productive. Stop all these office politics, all right, or favoritism. Let it be that you give the right individual what is due the person. The person is due recommendation, appraisal, extra benefit, trainings, remuneration increase, positions and increase, and whatever thing, promotions, whatever that is due them. Please let them have that, sister, because that's what gives them the morale, all right, to be able to do and perform their duties as expected. When it comes to training, please let them have the right training. Let them go for the right, mentorship training that is expected alongside you. Of course, we at International Academy of Sales and Telemarketing Management, going through all our services and also our link and our social media, you can see our training programs and schedule are always available, and they're always in tune with what is expected and the real solutions and problems in today's business. So you can give us a call where you can assist your team to be able to do a retreat, brainstorming, retreat together, team building, and all the rest with your team at any point in time. So you can click any of the numbers that is displayed on the screen, or follow our social media and send us an email, send us an DM, or just type training in the link below or in the comment below, and of course our team will be able to get across to you and your team to see how best we can assist you in that regard as well. So it's important to ensure that the environment where your workers work or your staff works is quite healthy. All right? No need for bettering, no need for competition. Create the right environment for your staff, and let's ensure that let them have that support system that makes them to know that, of course, you have their back at all times, and of course, you see them provide and deliver to you an exceptional work ethics that will bring your business into that optimum revenue sustainability that you have always desired as well. And now, let me also say this thing. I watched with so much, sense of responsibility yesterday when I saw Lionel Messi crying. All right, and I say this to you that sometimes it's good to cry as a man. It's good to cry as a lady. It's good to cry as a business owner when it's not working out. Because again, why he was crying is not because he felt that he was a failure. Of course, he has won everything that needed to be won in football. All right, so many accolades. You cannot even count that yourself. But what made him cry? All right, he felt the weight of the pressure. All right, especially when the spectators were now, chanting his name, Messi, Messi. He felt the weight of the responsibility that was on his shoulder. Even at that age of 38 or 39 years thereabouts, he could still carry the responsibility, and he felt the weight itself. So I think the weight of that pressure was what made him break down. Also, as a business owner, as an employee, or as an employer, there's some period of time that the whole world expects a lot from you. All right. Of course, you are just human being as well. So you have moments where you feel down. It's okay to feel down. All right. It's okay to cry. It's okay to say, you know what? You are becoming overwhelmed by all this itself. But in the midst of that itself, after the cry, what happens? It helps you to lessen the burden. All right. It helps you to take away a bit of the weight off your shoulder. And of course, it makes you to know that you are just a human being as well. And of course, it's only God that is perfect and can deliver 110% at all times. So we as human beings, we have our shortcomings. We have our areas where we make sincere mistakes. There are some things that are beyond our control that we can't really we can't do. Even though we have the best skills, we've done everything needed, we've done all that we needed to do as touching our business, we've done the I's, we've crossed the T's. Some things don't just go the way we expected it itself. So again, it's important not to really kill yourself out that or break yourself down. All right. If you need to cry, if you need to really take a step backward, you need to take some relaxation to really, take off the burden and the weightness of that overwhelming pressure off you. Please do that so that you can come back rejuvenated, refocused to really put through the business as well. So again, it's proper to feel overwhelmed. It's proper for things to go not your way. But one thing that is sure, just like I wrote in my book, Joy of Failure, is that when you go through this process itself, maturity is built inside of you, all right? You now have a better way to mentor and to guide the people that are coming behind you, because you're now going to know how to guide them, tutor them properly, and coach them to be able to be most effective. In fact, I make this known in my book, The Joy of Failure. You can check on Amazon and Seller and get to see all those points that are really broken down in that very amazing book. It's an exceptional book. I titled it The Joy of Failure. And of course, you can also go to Amazon or any of the seller, type the book title itself. Over 15 books are already available on different topics also that has to do with businesses, human capacity development, which you can take advantage of. We have recession proof, how to double your sales in 90 days. We have capacity before scale. We have identity crisis, sales is life, and many other amazing books that, of course, will be of great interest to your business and to your individual as a whole. And finally, staying calm under pressure. All right, you saw the way the Spanish team played even into the 120 minutes, where despite the fact that they were leading, they were still composed even up to the last moment. All right, of course, a lot of commentaries have gone out there where it was said that even Messi and his team could not even throw in a shot. Shot at goal is almost not existent, all right, throughout the period of the match itself. All right, and despite that, it said they will remain composed all through the process itself, knowing fully well that this is what has worked for them over the period of time. Even though they have not seen goals coming in yet, they were consistent and ensuring that they build up on each of the momentum they are getting, but they know if they stay at it and they are disciplined at it as well too, they will get the result there and thereafter. And to make mention here as well too, these are the same Spanish team that won the Europa League. All right. And of course, you can see that most of the team that won that were taken into the World Cup. The same thing goes for Argentina, all right? The team that won the last World Cup 4 years ago, 17 of those players are in this current World Cup. That's why you can see the bond and the synergy is there. So I tell business owners, don't change the winning team. Do as much as you can to keep the core of your team. They are producing the success that your business entails. Whatever you can do to sustain them, to make them remain committed to the goal, please do that. Give them the right remuneration, give them the right environment, because they have formed the core of your growth. And it's important to let them build up on the existing momentum and see how best you can always make them to become better at all times. This has proven in several situations and in several circumstances as well. You could see the Spanish team that remained consistent. They know themselves, they understood themselves so well. They've been part of this over and over. They played, as a matter of fact, 38 games undefeated. And they went to the World Cup without even getting defeated even once. So that shows the ceiling that have been built over the year, because they have worked together as a team. And also your organization also need to build that synergy. Allow people to stay in. As a matter of fact, I used to encourage an organization that used to award, to their staffs, long-serving staff. They've been there for 10 years, they've been there for 15, 20 years itself. It's worth celebrating, because that's material, that's structure, that's a resource that you cannot use money to buy. You can't quantify it, because they stay as a glue that brings everything together alongside too. So it's important to take the lessons here as well too, and also see how best we can apply some of these lessons to our individual lives and also into our businesses. Again, congratulations to the Spanish team. They deserve the winning, all right, and of course they deserve all the accolades they are currently getting. And I must quickly say a shout out to Messi. All right, you've done your best. Ronaldo, you've also done your best as well too. Of course, nobody can fault your success. They are leading to the blind and of course very audible to the deaf. We can see it does not matter what anybody says. You both are greatest of all, greatest of all in all areas, in all application. You've won it all, and we salute you. You both remain source of inspiration to us all, to every individual that is really grinding and always want to. Please, let's take inspiration from this, and also for Mbappe, all right, being the highest goal scorer in World Cup competition, and of course, he still have many years ahead of him. So obviously, it's going to really even break more records even as the World Cup continues alongside. So okay, so I come your way next time. Retrospect is always coming your way to talk about the lessons that is gained from life situations, events, and also situations around us. I remain Dr. Samuel Owoshini from Sales Today and also of International Academy of Sales and Telemarketing Management. Click any of our links, subscribe to our YouTube channel, our Samuel Owoshini. Alright, follow our pages and also join our community where you can get insight and notification of new ideas, not just business projects, and any new information that comes out through this very, very stable. Remain blessed, and of course, do have a brilliant day ahead. God bless you.